In any traditional practices, symbolism is the way that you could express an unexpressible thing. For me, Matrimandir is that symbolism that gives you an answer that you need.
In 2014, then I decided to give it a go to travel around the world, starting with India, which I knew nothing about at that time. I didn't know about Mother and Sri Aurobindo or Auroville. It was all a discovery while here traveling in India. And then I never left, basically. So my worldwide travel became the travel inside, in the inner world.
I think the first time I heard about Matrimandir was when I first came in 1980, when I stayed only 10, 12 days. But in 80 there was not much happening there. There was actually nothing happening there. But when I came back in 1982, then it was not full swing, but it was, I think we were getting ready to put the beams, you know, like all the cross beams around to give the ball shape.
I've always kind of known about Auroville because I grew up in Coimbatore in Tamil Nadu, which is about 8 hours from here. I think I encountered the Matrimandir through my first official, watch the video and be taken on a tour and then go to the inner chamber for the first time. So it took me, I think, at least 6 months to a year of having been working in Auroville to really go to the Matrimandir. And then once I went, I felt, wow, this is such a beautiful place. I couldn't believe it had taken me that long to jump through the hoops to visit it for the first time.
I come from a village very close to Auroville. My mother was there during the inaugural ceremony. So she was an 8-year-old girl and she came to the inaugural ceremony. So Matrimandir and Auroville is part and parcel of who am I. You know, village kids, they always like, oh, there is this new temple that they are building, which is Matrimandir in extension. So I think maybe this translation was there, that they are building a new temple for mother. And we were like, mother, new temple, what does that even mean? And so I should be around 9 or 10 that I heard first about Matrimandir.
For me, it has always been the soul of Auroville. You know, it's something that if you want or you don't want or whatever, it's the center, I mean, the spiritual center, the soul.
It is the geographical center, the banyan tree, and the whole of Matrimandir is the combined effort of the divine and the divine in man and the nature's collaboration.
The Matrimandir is, it's a place for me where I can truly ground into Auroville, but also my place in it, it's a place for me to connect with something deeper when I feel very lost sometimes or caught in my own stories. I find the inner chamber, especially the silence of it, so deeply precious, and I feel drawn to it whenever there's a calling, there's a confusion, or there's a unsettling in the body, or it's a place I go to really, just breathe in and let the silence and the peace really come through.
Since I came with my tools, as I was a mechanic, immediately the world spread like wildfire. Oh, there is a mechanic who came, because there was no mechanic in Auroville. Enfin, it was like when you reached Auroville, the first job was Matrimandir. And there was so much creation, there was so much going on, you know. I was really enjoying going there and creating something.
2014, I went into the inner chamber as a guest. 2015, I came back as a volunteer, picking up the fallen leaves right inside the Matrimandir gate. That was my first volunteer job in Auroville. Over the years, I have done different kinds of small jobs, helping with the gardening, petal duty, duty at the entrance to the inner chambers, and some small jobs here and there.
I'm one of those people who enjoy the space. The space has been created for a purpose. Like if you go to Matrimandir, if you go to the gardens, if you go to the inner chamber, the place has been created and there should be somebody who should be the receiver. And I think my involvement with Matrimandir is like I'm a very good receiver. Receiving the energy, receiving the magic that is Auroville, and I think that's my contribution.
On one level, having come to Auroville, 8 years ago, after so much of the pioneering work had been completed, every time I see it, I see what it means for people to have spent that many years building something together, and all for the purpose of something that nobody can really see or touch. It comes from a very a feeling. It comes from spirit. It comes from something deeper.
Matrimandir is also alive. It's different. But the banyan is like us. Joy is our fuel. This is what makes us move spiritually as Aurovilians. If we are losing our joy, where are we? Joy is not a product that you manufacture, It's something that just blossoms, that comes like that, And this is what I want to see back in Matrimandir,
I do have some aspirations or dreams that I could see the gardens completed and be able to play in them. I also see that my dream for it does not matter, because Matrimandir has its own destiny, its own rhythm and momentum of growth.
So for me, at the moment, Matrimandir is a physical structure. Everybody comes to see Matrimandir, to look at Matrimandir. If you're a visitor, you just do the Matrimandir from an outside. So from a physical structure, I would like to see this as a spiritual development, so that people would say that Matrimandir is not just this physical structure, but it is an embodiment of what it is, the union that it brings, the discipline that it brings, the beauty that it brings, the spiritual nature that it brings.
Yeah, I would hope for the future of the Matrimandir that the process of how it unfolds, the mother's dream, can really inspire the community to find a way to really, really evolve into what we need to be for the future to come.